Hi everyone, thanks for joining here. I'm going to talk to you about the No More Guesswork framework. It's something that we've come up with after a lot of trial and error, a lot of failures for ourselves, and we have found out what actually works, so we wanted to share it. And the key idea is that you can spy on your competitors to see what actually works in your industry. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel. They've already done all the hard work for you. You can look at the bigger companies, the successful companies, what are they doing, and then try to emulate it and apply to your business. So I'll walk through the No More Guesswork framework in detail in the next few slides, but also if you have any questions, feel free to contact me at Kosta@boardstudios.com. Happy to answer any questions and help you put it to work. And diving in a little bit of background, actually explain the framework. My company is a video strategy agency. And we've tried everything. We're a service business. We've tried every growth tactic under the sun to see how service businesses can grow and scale. So we've done cold calling, cold emailing, hired sales coaches, growth hackers, salespeople, business coaches, paid ads, funnels, content marketing, pretty much everything. We've tried it all. And we have also interviewed other service business owners because we wanted to see, we try a lot of things and we find which ones are working for ourselves, but we also wanted to see if there are any better things out there. So we have done interviews on a podcast with other service business owners to see what works for them. And we've taken all that, all the lessons, all the failures, distilled them into a framework. So the key idea is that you can see on the Inc. 5000, you can see them speaking at conferences for your industry. They have already done the research and the A/B testing for you. So you can see what works and you don't have to start from scratch. The biggest mistake that many service business owners make is that they start from zero and they assume that they have to find what works for them, which channels, and they have to test everything. However, what if you didn't have to test everything and you looked at companies that have already done the work for you? They have figured out what works and you can see what works, so you can really save a lot of time, effort, and money. So it's a three-part framework and it boils thought leadership. On the content side, there are tools that can help you figure out how big players generate organic traffic, and then you can copy what works and make it your own. On the paid funnels, you can there are platforms that can show you what ads are working for others, and I will show you exactly the different platforms. How to create a funnel by going through the buyer journey of other big players who have refined this. So you can see which ads they're using, how they refined their funnel strategy, what are the different steps to nurture and convert someone, and you can copy that. And then for thought leadership, how do the big players stand out in the industry? And this can be virtual summits, podcasts, white papers, it can be anything, testimonials. But you have to see them work before trying them for yourself. You don't want to be trying things that perhaps bigger players have tried already, they saw it fail, and they have moved on to something else. So you want to see what the big players in your industry are doing so you can find what works in your industry and you don't waste your time and try to redo and start from scratch and waste your time and money. So diving a little deeper, specifically for the content. Content is driving the platforms that can show you what competitors are doing are Ubersuggest and KW Finder. And what they do is once you enter a domain name in those two platforms, you identify what content works for them. You can see exactly the blog posts that are driving the most traffic to these websites, but also you can see the blog posts that don't drive traffic. So you can see which topics to avoid and which topics to zero in on. And then knowing exactly what topics you should be tackling, you can create something so you don't waste time and effort. So that's for content. Now on the paid side, you can and what it does is it shows you for the keywords that a competitor is bidding, what are the specific ads they're serving. So you don't have to enter keywords and try to find the ads. It actually finds for a specific domain what paid ads are out there and which ones are driving the most traffic. And you can see them historically, so you can see going back 1 year or more, which ads they have tried, they have A/B tested the copy, and which ones are actually working. And then you take that and you go through their whole funnel. So you see their most popular ad, their keyword, you enter it on Google, you find the ad, you click on it, and you go through all the steps. If it takes you to a landing page to download something, download it. And see what happens next. What emails are you getting? This will be your entire funnel blueprint. This is the entire buyer journey that they have refined for you, so you know that it works. And finally, thought leadership generates inbound leads. So you have paid ads for inorganic traffic and thought leadership for inbound leads that see you as a guru and they trust you. Thought leadership initiatives are campaigns that help your prospects get to know, like, and trust you. And these are super important if you want to penetrate a new market, if you want to elevate your brand, if you want to be seen as a guru, and you want to decommoditize yourself. You want to stand out and be differentiated so you can command a price premium. So you can connect with your audience and channel partners by adding initiatives like virtual summits and podcasts. Virtual summits are the best opportunity currently that we recommend starting with. You can do all three, content, funnels, and thought leadership, but if you start with one thing, start with virtual summits. Now, the virtual summits can connect and build relationships with high-value prospects. So a virtual summit is, you've seen virtual summits before, you come up with a topic and you invite guests, and that gives you the license to connect with them on a personal level and build a relationship. So who are these guests? These can be high-profile clients, high-value customers, it can be channel partners. So you will connect and build relationships with high-value prospects, connect with channel partners and leverage their audience, because when you share the content, you will tag them and they will share as well. And you can jumpstart your video marketing and podcasting. So the summit can be the starting point for your content marketing and podcasting. And here for virtual summits, I wanted steps just to get you started to see exactly how it works at a more granular level. Number one, you come up with a theme that will grab your audience's attention and solve a key pain point. Then you create a contact list of 30 target speakers, which can be prospects, channel partners, and practitioners. The prospects will drive sales, the channel partners will scale your business, and the practitioners will give a halo effect to your brand and elevate your brand. Number three, you set up a mock summit page and invite the speakers, so you do an outreach. And then number four, you conduct 30-minute interviews. And there, before the interview, you warm up your guests, you get to know them a little bit, they get to know you a little bit. And after the interview, again, you close by, if you're interviewing a prospect, maybe you explain a little more about what you do and some ideas that you may have for them. Then number five, you upload the pre-recorded content on your platform of choice for your summit. Number six, you promote the summit with video trailers and clips from the interviews, and that's where you tag your speakers and they reshare. And number seven, you repurpose the content on social media, and that's the start of your YouTube channel and potentially your podcast. So where does video come in? And we are a video agency, and so video can supercharge all these initiatives to leapfrog the competition. If you're doing content, it can boost your SEO because you can have your blog posts with video. And this has proven to engage your customers more. Many people have stopped reading or they're consuming content on their phone, and having a video can really engage them more. So it increases time on site, boosts your SEO and your rankings. It can lower your customer acquisition cost if you're doing a paid funnel, because video ads can be much cheaper and more targeted. And three, it can be easier to share your thought leadership. So when you do a virtual summit or a podcast, if it's a video podcast, you can have video clips that can be shared on YouTube and LinkedIn much more effectively. The point is that you never need video. It's not like we need video. You need a competitive advantage, and that's where video comes in. And that's what we do as an agency. So if you have any questions about the framework, feel free to reach out to me. Happy to answer any questions, help you get started. And I'd love to hear back if you actually put it to use. Thank you very much for listening.